3, 2, 1, go!
What's happening, everybody? We want to welcome you to Felons Ain't Failures Podcast. That's right, your crew, your boys, we back in the building. And before we get started, yes, sir, Coach Chuck, the podcast pastor, has cut the dreads off. We clean cut. We going back to what we know. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. And once again, this your boy, Coach Chuck, the podcast pastor. And I got my host with me.
What's up, everybody? This your boy, Big Bro Los. Yeah, first time you said the podcast pastor. But he the podcast pastor. Hey, we back, everybody, in the studio. Y'all know how we do it. Y'all ready for another episode? Y'all know who's standing next to me right here.
Yeah,
Had a rough
your
night.
boy, Coach Smurf. You know what I mean? We back. Ready to give y'all some business.
Yes,
D-Moss, C-Moss.
You hear me? You ain't heard me yet.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
Y'all know we shoot this thing raw real. Y'all get to see it how we do it. I keep getting it. We got a lot of applause here.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, Lopez will be operating all that.
It's been
Long
a long weekend.
Long,
and,
long
I don't
week.
know about everybody out there, how y'all been doing, but it's been a rough few days for all us, coming off that storm and everything else. But we here. God is good.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is.
is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We
Yes,
all,
sir.
like everybody else, we experience some of the same attacks on the same day, but just, life be life, and I think that's how they say it.
That's what they say.
Life be life. And we don't
lifing.
even got to give the enemy credit no more. We just
No,
say life be life.
lifing.
Don't
Yeah,
even put no
yeah.
power on
Power
his
to
name.
it, yeah.
Yeah, so life be life, and that for us, for y'all. So we made it through it, but let's go.
Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's happening, bro?
What up, baby?
You okay?
Always.
Yes, sir. Always. Love you.
Always.
Love,
Love,
love
love.
out there.
Yeah,
Gotta start it with the love, for sure. No.
There ain't nothing else it's but love.
So aside from that, man, we hope everybody made it through the storm. But you know what?
What's up?
I think we got something for them today.
We always got something.
I think we got something for them today. So
We
let's
got
go.
something. We got something.
Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it.
This one touched me kind of personally, man. I take a little offense to it. So today we doing why not us? Why not now?
Wow. Say that again?
Why not us?
Why not us?
Why not now?
Okay.
Why not
us?
now?
Why not y'all out there? Why not now?
Mm.
There's so many times, man, we come into so many situations where people holding us down. They closing doors in our faces. They standing in our faces telling us, you ain't good enough, you ain't qualified. This is all you're going to be able to be down here.
Come on, my fellas. Let's go.
Why not us? Why not now? Come on, fellas. They already label you when you get out. Your men, the women, they label you. And say, you're not going to succeed in this world. This world is not built for you because you took a route that you shouldn't have took and made mistakes in your life that's going to pay for, that you're going to have to pay for the rest of your life. Nope. No. Why not us? Why not now? We're going to make it happen. That door you close in my face, I'm going to kick it open and tell you I'm not done. When you tell me I'm not qualified, I'm going to go get the education that I need and show you I can do any job I want to do or whatever I want to do. Why not us? Why not now, bro? Why not us? Why not now?
I like what you just said about qualifications. Because I was going to go with devil's advocate and ask you, why us? Why now?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Why should it be you?
Why should it be you? And why should it be now?
Okay.
What are you doing to put yourself in position
Okay.
for you for now?
Ooh, let me jump in.
Handle your
Let me
business.
slide on in there.
Handle your
So
business.
I got a point off that, and we're going to hit it, pop it real quick. Since you saying, what are you doing to put yourself in a position? It sounds like one of the first things you need to do is have a made-up mind about who you are. You have to be certain of who you are. You gotta be convinced that you belong where you want to be. You got to be convinced that you can perform how you need to perform now. So are you first? Are you certain of yourself? I think a lot of times many people go into stuff and they uncertain. Like we don't go in wishing, we don't go in hoping. We go in, and you said this before, but there are people who make things happen.
Right.
So we have the mindset, and my fellas, and especially my fellas, because of what we've been through and because of how we label, we got to develop the mindset that I deserve to be here, that I got what it takes to make it here. You know what I'm saying? And that whatever I got my eyes set on, I'm a. Oh, okay. We got some in there, but okay. You popped it. I thought
that like you ready for it.
It's hot.
Yeah, you popped that thing like, hey, man.
It's hot.
But my feelings, like, I think one of the first things coming out of incarceration, I have already been in incarceration, is to be 100% certain of yourself.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
you
sir.
do belong in there. I don't care who. I was talking with somebody, man, well, not somebody, but I just don't throw names out there. But Mary was talking about something she was doing, and she said that she was on a call, and she was on a call with all these big wigs, and they throwing all this terminology around. Ooh, I like where I'm finna go with this. Okay. They was throwing these terms around, and she wasn't sure what the terms were, so of course she got to do her homework to look it up. But I told her, I said, you have to know that even though they may be the experts, that you are the authoritative figure in that room. Okay. And see, that's different. And I believe, now I got it, Los, and C-Moss, D-Moss, I got it when, I guess to be certain of yourself is to understand that you may not be the most educated, you may not even be the most skilled, but you are the most authoritative person in the room.
Okay.
And you don't get authority through education. You don't get authority through college. You get authority through faith and self-belief in yourself.
Right.
And once you believe that you really put here to do that, once you believe you got what it takes to do it, no matter what they know, who they are, you become that authoritative figure in that room. Like and that's what me and her was, and that's the point I was making her. So it's important, as you said, why you, it's me, because I'm the authoritative figure on whatever this situation is. I got authority because I first forgave myself for whatever I've done. Felons, stop setting yourself back. I forgave myself. I believe in myself. And the rest, I'm going to wait till you get to that because I want to talk about putting some things in play. Okay. But that's it. That's it. The first thing is, why me? Because I am the authoritative figure. Right. So you start talking to yourself. You start talking to yourself when you start battling those moments where you don't know if you can do it. You look like people have mantras. You look in the mirror, you say, you know what? Chuck, you the authoritative figure in this business. You can do it. I ain't got to know it all. I ain't got to have the money. I got the authority to get it done because God made me to do this. And you believe in it. And I believe in me.
It's about believing in yourself. Seriously, everybody, because anytime you come into a situation where people coming into, like, you trying to get this job or you trying to get this money from a bank or whatever, you know, and whatever you bring it to the table, whoever you sitting in front of 9 times out of 10 can recognize that this person don't believe in themselves.
Exactly.
They don't believe.
They really want it.
They trying to sell it, and they don't even believe in it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I got a little something right here where I found. You know what I'm saying? And it's called the 7 B's. 7 B's.
7 B's.
7 B's.
Yes, sir. 7
B
B's.
stands for Bronco, Benz, Benz.
Oh,
not
I might be a little too old.
Yeah.
They W based. Oh, let me hush.
The 7 B's. And the first B I got down is be determined.
Mm-hmm.
Be determined.
Well, you cooking with grease now.
When you getting ready to.
So this hold on. What you doing is this how you make it you.
This how you make it you.
Okay.
This how you make it you. When we talking about why not us, why not now, I think if you line these 7 B's up, you know,
it can be you.
You won't try. It can be you. It can be now.
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to be determined. You know, because you got to be determined. You got to be ready to make this move. You got to be ready to fight the fight, you know? And you got to understand that sometimes you may have to pivot. You know what I'm saying? But that don't stop your determination. Don't stop you from when you go to, because it happens in life. You know, you got to pivot. Be determined, bro.
And all the pivot is just a readjustment. Goes back to one of the podcasts, just a backup and punt. It's not that you're quitting. Right. Sometimes you got to readjust your approach. Sometimes you got to readjust your attack. And we talked about it last night. We was at the football game, Venice and IMG. And we seen we could tell that Venice was going with the original game plan, but split all the way out to the right side. You got one-on-one coverage. You got a wide receiver. I'm just gonna say, let's say he 5'11" and the man guard him 5'7", which don't mean everything. But you got one-on-one coverage out there. At some point, you got to send in the check and try it.
You got to attack it at once.
The time running out. You know, but sometimes some people stick with, this is what I'm going to do, this is how it's going to happen, and they don't pivot.
We talked earlier,
what the coach should have did was call the timeout and say, hey, call your regular play. Look at me before you snap the ball. If I tap my head, tap my chest, you run a fly and I'm letting it go.
Right.
That's what it means to pivot.
Right.
Sometimes you got to go against the game plan. And being determined means that whatever I got to do,
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it.
Whatever it is.
Well, how they said, either it's going to work or it's going to work. Right. And that's what it is to be determined. That's the attitude. Either this going to work or it's going to work. And you got to be willing to make adjustments. Can't be too rigid. Got to be flexible.
I like that, bro. I like that.
Yes, sir.
What's number 2?
Okay, well, number 2, we got be focused. You know what I'm saying?
With everything going on in this world, it's kind of hard to be focused.
Lock in, everybody.
You got
Lock
to.
Lock in. You know what you want to do. You know where you're going. Lock in. You know, Be focused.
Get game ready.
This is what we're going.
Tunnel vision,
this is
baby.
What I'm gonna do.
Tunnel
this
vision.
is how it's gonna happen. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
ain't nobody else calling the shots but you. Be focused, bro.
Be
Tunnel
focused.
vision. Tunnel vision.
And one thing when you think about focus, bro, when I think about it, you think about a camera. When stuff get focused, I mean it goes from unclear
Clear.
to clear.
Clarity.
But we just showing you how things always come back into play. And I hope I won't do this all 7. But in order to bring a camera to focus, you know what you got to do to the lens? What you got to do to the lens, Lopez? You got to adjust it.
That's it.
Here we go right back.
Pivot.
We're going to show you how each one going to the first one.
Pivot.
So you gotta, in order for things, so it's okay that you might be doing something now, and it might not be clear what you're doing, but if you continue to adjust, it's gonna get
It'll
clear.
get clear
So
for you.
if it don't work going 30 miles per hour, try that 28, try that 27. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Just learn how to make the adjustments. Maybe this plan ain't work, so let's adjust it a little bit, because the more you adjust, the clearer.
Okay.
And a lot of people, because it don't be clear, they quit
They quit.
and they stop instead of just, it's okay to change your plan. That ain't quitting.
Right.
It's called an audible in football.
That's what it's
You
called.
see something open, head, chest, let's run with it.
Sometimes you get journey, you got to fuel back up, baby.
That's right.
Because sometimes, you know, y'all, we coaches, so we gonna throw a lot of football analogies. in there.
Whole lot.
But when you say like change the plan, you might come to the job, to the interview and like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then you get there, and who's ever doing the interview, they kind of change the program a little
That's
bit.
totally different
Then
questions.
you got the okay. I'm
Yeah,
tapping. I'm
tapping.
changing.
Audible, baby.
I'm changing. I'm making an audible. Okay. I'm adjusting. I see what you got going on, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the adjustment. I'm gonna make the adjustment.
Guess what that sound like?
What that sound like?
Read number 3 for me.
You ain't ready for it.
Read number 3 for me. What that say?
Number 3, be ready.
At all
ready.
times.
Be ready.
Be ready at all
ye
times.
Ready.
Whatever
ready.
come your way, be ready. Stand firm.
I don't know what you and bro was talking about in the other room today, but
Mm-hmm.
I heard you say something about you got to look in that mirror.
Yeah, you gotta
You know
look at
what I'm
yourself.
saying? And literally.
Look at
People
yourself.
sometimes literally go into your bathroom or wherever your mirror, look into it and get yourself ready. Be ready. For whatever they got out there, it doesn't matter. Today, I will not lose because I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of falling short, okay? You will not defeat me today. Number 1, I got God in the corner, so that's going to happen.
Yes,
You know what I'm
automatically.
saying? I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever you got. It doesn't matter that I might not know. You know, I'm going to be the best one in the room today. Because I'm ready.
The authoritative figure.
The authoritative
And
figure.
that's in your mind.
That's in your mind.
This start in your mind. It's not a position people give you. You think that and you become that because it's a little book. I think it's Norman Vincent Peale.
Okay.
Say, as a man thinketh, so
So
is he.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a little book.
That's a little
Yeah,
book.
as a man thinks. So if you think you, the authoritative, if you think you determine, if you think you ready, then you ready.
Right.
Let me say something about being ready.
Go ahead.
Being ready is being ready for what come against you, but you also got to be ready to be on the attack. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they're not on the attack. At some point in your pursuit, it's okay. You be cautious. You weigh things out. You strategically put things together with wisdom. But at some point, you have to attack, and that's what the be ready is. You got to be ready to actually go after it. That means you got to be ready to fight the fight. Fight the opponent that's in front of you, go to war, whatever it is, but you have to be on the attack. That means no more keep telling everybody about it. Keep praying about it. Keep writing it down. Keep reading your mantras. It's time to just do it.
Okay.
It's time to just do it. You ain't got to have everything. Have something.
Have something.
And go with that.
Go with it.
And go with that.
go with
Because God, now you know, our podcast passed, I'm going to slide in there.
Come on in with
When
it.
God was getting
podcast,
ready to
bro.
send Moses to go do his work, Moses felt like, I can't talk, I ain't got this. God said, what you got in your hand? He said, I got a stick. Told him, go with it.
Got that style.
Go with it. Made it a snake. Made it this. Part of the seed. Just whatever you got, that's enough. Just go.
Go with it.
Just go. Because you the authoritative figure. You determined. You've been making adjustments till it got clear. Time to go.
Time to go.
Hope I ain't slapping everything.
No.
Time to
Okay.
go.
These steps going one by
We
one.
got another. We on number 3. This one, be courageous. Be courageous. And listen, look here. I ain't talking about that Wizard of Oz
Passive,
power in
yeah,
line
yeah,
and
courage. You hear me?
Boy, I'm talking about being
Put your
courageous.
foot down, courageous.
I'm
You
talking
hear
about
me?
being courageous.
What is
Standing
that
on
word?
business.
Fleetwood. What his name with the
I don't even know. Don't know his name.
Be
Cleveland's-
courageous.
But they say stand on business.
Yeah.
Stand on
Yeah,
business.
that was my shout is on my middle school route. Y'all. I stand on business.
Stand on business.
You better sit down. But be courageous. Why not you?
Why not? And why not now?
I don't care if you have never been courageous a day in your life. When you set out on this journey, you're going to be courageous now. You're going to be courageous now. You're going to have the courage. You're going to have it. And I wrote something down here about courage.
Yeah, read that. I was looking at that.
Courage is not having the strength to go on. It's not having the strength to go on. That's easy. It's not having the strength to go on.
Come on, big bro.
Courage is going on when you don't have the strength.
You want to stop.
Boy, you got to read that again. Matter of fact, Lopez gonna put that on the bottom of the screen. You got to read that one again.
Courage is not having the strength to go on, everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. You see, the courage is going on when you don't have the strength.
You got the
How many times you done been in a situation to be like, I can't do it no more. I'm done.
Done.
You know, I'm done.
Yeah.
You had that courage to be like, I may feel like I don't have no more fight.
I
But
got
I'm
something.
keeping fighting.
I got to fight.
I'm keep fighting.
You ready?
You know, I'm ready. I'm
courageous.
determined.
You see
I'm
me?
focused.
Yes,
Be
sir.
determined. Be ready. Be focused. Don't know, let it go. Go to
Yeah,
the bees.
them
You know what I'm
bees.
saying? Be courageous. Bro. Be courageous.
And it's I really I love that. Being courageous is because they ain't seen Alpha Male yet. That dropped next week. I leave that point out of. I wait till they see that. But one of the greatest thing I love about courage is that we're never expected not to be afraid, because courage is not being afraid.
Right.
Courage, like you say, courage is going on when you don't have the strength.
Right.
And courage is also going on when you're scared.
Right.
You know, so just think about, like, if a person, let's just say, like, if you was gonna bungee jump for the first time, which I don't know about, but some people get you might be nervous and you might be afraid all the way up there, and they tie you up and everything. And all courage is just leaning forward and go. You just jump. That's what it is to be courageous. You just jump. You stop assessing the moment. You like, I'm finna make my move. I'm determined. I'm focused. It's clear for me. I'm ready. And you get out there and you just go. You make the post. You open the doors. You put the sign up. You just go. You just be courageous.
Yeah.
Don't think because you're afraid like you still don't have courage.
Right.
It's normal to be afraid.
Yes.
You
But
said we
being
all
courageous
football
is
coaches,
just-
right?
Yeah. Just go.
So I'm gonna use a football analogy again. First game, second game, no matter what game it is, you out there, you nervous, but you're courageous to be you're a linebacker. You make that first. They might feel like that running back, the biggest thing, number one in the state. You hear me? So you might have a little butterfly in your system. You know what I mean? But when you make that first contact, the rest of the game just go through real smooth. That courage just get.
Yeah.
You get something about that when you get that contact in you. You just keep going.
You ready to go?
You're ready to go from that point.
The fear part of it that you was talking about, bro.
Yeah, bring it on.
You too close, bro. I'm gonna give a little, I don't know, maybe a little off the topic, not off the topic, but a little off the wall kind of situation of the courage and the fear. I remember one day I was in the city truck, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just just chilling for a minute, and I saw this young girl. She was walking to school, and it was two of the meanest dogs, bro, standing about a few feet from her, growling, and you know and I could see how scared she was, and she was like putting her hand out, like, you know, she was trying to be nice to him, and I know these dogs weren't nice, you know, and they you know, they just dogs, you know,
Dogs
I ain't
being
got nothing against
dogs,
animals,
yeah.
I love animals, just dogs being
Dogs
dogs.
being dogs.
But I knew she wasn't supposed to go out there and talk to him, so I got out my truck. I'm probably more scared than she is. You know what I'm saying? But I can't let nothing happen to this little girl. But even so, through my fear, I still became courageous. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be no hero or none of that, but I just knew the situation wasn't gonna go right. You know, so
If she did it by herself.
I walked through that fear with my courage, bro. That's what I did.
So sometimes actually being courageous is not for us.
It's for somebody else.
Man, where you
That's what you just
That's what you just said.
You said you was scared than
I
her.
was, but why?
So sometimes being courageous is not for us.
It's for somebody else.
We be courageous for somebody else. So let's talk to my fellas. So now it puts us in a different light. one of the main reasons a lot of us were in prison, are in prison,
Because of
is
somebody
because because we've made choices for ourselves.
Well, that's true.
We were selfish and we sold dope because we wanted that type of lifestyle. We wanted that money. We wanted what it looked like. We robbed stores because we wanted this. We wanted so a lot of crimes that the felons commit is because it's a selfish decision. Some people say I got to feed my family and all that.
Yeah.
But if you got to feed your family, you could have went to Wendy's. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
a
sir.
lot of decisions we make as felons is for ourselves. So maybe as a felon, being courageous now means that I start making decisions to better and to help other people. Maybe that will, the episode we did, help avoid recidivism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my female felons, maybe now it's time to become a new person and say, okay, I'm going to start living courageously. And that don't mean not scared. That means I'll start doing things, making decisions, participating in things, becoming things for somebody else.
Okay.
And that's what it means to be courageous.
Yeah.
That means to become, to move from being a selfish person to becoming a selfless person. Because we live in a world now where it's like you get what you can get.
That's
It's
it.
all about
It's
you.
all about you.
And it's pulling us so far away from who we supposed to be as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So I like that. I like that. Be courageous. Start doing stuff not for you, but for other people. Because it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to put you to the side and go, let's go. We about running out of time. I know you got a couple more.
Okay, I got a couple more. I got some more I want to speak on that, but yeah.
Run it.
Well, I mean, I just because when we talking to the fellas like that, you know what I'm saying, we really trying to bring it to you. Understand
We can
that?
start. We can
You know
start
what I'm
with
saying?
that one.
The strategic. Okay, but let me say this right quick. You know, because y'all know I'm not a felon. I haven't been locked up, but I always try to mention a little bit about how for those of us on the outside who have felt that type of incarceration. You know, not from a prison level, but just being locked up and whether we do it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, we might sit in this house. We don't go nowhere. You know, we leeching on somebody. You know, just for some reason we not getting up and making a move. We are incarcerating ourselves. You know, be courageous, people. Be courageous.
Whatever you do.
Be courageous. Get up and go.
Yeah.
Get up and go. Walk out the door. You know, walk out the door. Get some sunshine on you. Be like, okay, here we go.
Breathe, baby.
Okay, it's time to move. No more of that bike stuff. No more looking in the rearview mirror. I'm in the windshield. Let's go. Okay, next number.
One more.
We're gonna
Let me put a pin on that real quick
Okay, go ahead,
because
bro.
I kind of feel something. So
Okay.
so for my felons, I don't care if you're a 0, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, K letter. We really got to start operating with courage on the other end, what you talked about, the strength, because one thing the system is designed to do is designed to pull all the strength out of you.
Break you down.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
It breaks
that.
you down. So, like you said, it's courageous. It's not when you operate in strength. It's when you don't have strength and you still operate. So I have to tell them that even though you don't think they're going to let you in the room, even though you don't think they're going to hire you, even though you don't think you're going to get the loan, you still got to go for it. Got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember being in prison and a lot of guys, you know, sit around and talk. A lot of guys saying stuff like, "Man, the white man ain't gonna give me nothing. I ain't gonna have no shot to do nothing. So I got to get back out there and hustle." You ain't got to. Right. You ain't got to. Because what it is, that place done took all your strength. And whatever, everything that you had to make you think you can, you've lost it.
You lost all of it.
Drained it from you.
I hear you,
So
bro.
when
I
you
hear
come home, you ain't looking for strength. You ain't looking for so much motivation. Just be courageous and go for it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Give it a try. Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Go with your next one.
So the next one we got is be strategic. Be strategic. I've never been in the service and nothing like that, and I've never been to a war, you know. But sometimes I think people think when there's a war or a battle going on, people run to the spot and start fighting.
No, definitely ain't that.
sir.
No.
No, sir. If one of them did that and the other person was strategic,
It's over.
the strategic team gonna
It ain't no
win.
war.
You know, strategic is when you sit at that round table prior to your battle.
And be calculated.
You know, tell it. Come on, bro.
Be calculated. I was there.
Bro. You know,
Hey,
yeah, you know.
You got to be calculated.
You gotta know
some structure.
Okay. So with the why not us, why not now? Be strategic. You know what I'm saying? Break this thing down. You know, whoever you're coming against, know their weaknesses. You know, not just know their weaknesses, know what they
Know
like.
their
Know their
strengths.
strengths. Know what
Know
they
their
like,
strengths
because then you
first,
can
yeah.
play into that.
Yes.
I was always taught, you know, when you go into an interview, look at what's on the catwalk who interviewing you. If he went to the University of Georgia,
Speak
say,
on
hey,
it.
you like the
Yeah.
Bulldogs, you know what I'm saying?
Speak on that.
talk on that, because then he gonna kind of get a feel, or he or she gonna get a feel on you. Be like, okay, I see where you're coming from.
You breaking the
But
ice.
I was being strategic, bro.
Ooh, no, I'm gonna tell you what you was doing.
was
No,
the
I
ice?
like this. Let's just switch it up. You was being strategic. But you know how you tell people to read the room, and people think that means going and read the energy of the people.
Yeah.
Sometimes reading the room. That's what you did. You walked
Yeah.
in there and you
Read the
actually
wall, read
read
the room. Read the room.
You remember that? You remember that movie, The Usual Suspects?
Oh, do I?
Remember when he was taking them on a wild goose chase and all the names? It was
Everything
all
was in-
stuff.
oh,
on
yeah,
the
all
wall.
Oh, everything
the
on the
coffee
wall.
cup on the.
He beat the charges because he read the room, and I like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but that's good. I want to say that because when you're going into these interviews, I've never thought about that. But when you
Oh,
go
yeah.
sit down and interview, read the room, read the plaques, see what they went at
See
and
what they
all
went to
that,
school in.
and create some common ground
See what kind of
conversation.
certificates
I
they
like
got.
that.
You know what I'm saying? They comment on it.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of strategies, because we about out of time, but
Yeah.
I do want you to say that.
I have to say, read. I got to
Which
read all
one?
7 though. Got to read all 7 though, so
Well,
they know what they
six,
are.
but
6 and 7.
Speaking of strategies, strategies are like action steps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of time people have great ideas and they even have a business plan, but you need strategies. You need milestones. You need action steps. I'll do this, then we do this, then we do this. Then depending on the result, we pivot left, we pivot right. So strategies are important when it's come to being successful at something that you have to build. You know what I'm saying? Because once you lay the first strategy out, once you complete that strategy, then you take the next step, coming soon, and then you perform that strategy. Then you take the next step, then you perform that strategy. And one thing about taking steps is, I might better say this, but taking steps is every time you take a step, you either go higher,
Or you go take a step back.
or either you go lower.
That sounds like an episode, bro.
Take the next step.
That sound like an
Coming
episode.
soon.
Coming
Let's
soon.
go ahead and finish your list.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay, right quick. We got now, and this one I really like. Be deserving. Be deserving. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you should be able to welcome what's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And if it gets, be deserving of it, bro. You know, if you feel like you've taken the right steps, you've done the necessary things you need to do, you know, to get to this point that you're trying to get.
You should know it's for
be
you.
Deserving,
Yeah, you
right?
should
know
know
what
it's
I'm
for
saying?
you.
Because now, bro, you mentioned when we was talking about, and then, again, we on the why not us, why not now? You know, so be deserving of the why not us, why not now. But you had talked about, you know what? Why you? Why not now?
Yeah.
So make sure that you
Are you
taking
deserving
those
of it?
steps,
Exactly.
you know, to be deserving. But be deserving, bro.
Yeah,
Be deserving.
and that's big for me because being deserving, it just means like you deserve to have it. But you'd be surprised, and especially, and I don't even know if this happened in prison. I don't know where it happened at, but you'd be surprised how many people don't feel like they deserve better. And you can tell by if you watch them,
How they carry
how
themselves.
they carry themselves.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to make up, and it goes all the way back to the beginning of your steps. You have to make up in your mind that, you know what, regardless of what they say about me being a felon, regardless of what they say about me being divorced, regardless of what they say about me about being fired, about this, that I still deserve.
Absolutely.
I still have the right
Absolutely.
to an awesome life. I still have a right to a better life. I still have a right to a prosperous life. I still have a right to be a business owner. I still have a right to elevate in a Fortune 500 company. I deserve that because I'm the authoritative figure. I've made that up in my mind. I've convinced myself of that, and all those steps that you went through. If you go through them steps, you deserve it.
It's like what you said out there, bro, and all of us can up here can attest to it. I'm glad I don't look like what I've been through.
Yeah. When people look like what they've been through, I don't know if they feel like they deserve
They're
it.
deserving. They don't feel like they deserve
Because
it.
now they're reflecting
Of what
everything that
they've
has
been through.
attacked them and everything they've been
Exactly.
through. But we got 1 minute, bro. You go ahead and read your last one. You close us out.
Okay. I got. Be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. You know.
Whatever you have.
Way to end it.
Yeah, be grateful
Way to end
for it. You know what I'm saying? You work hard for it. You work hard for it. God lined you up for it. You took the proper steps. You were strategic. You was determined. You was focused. You know, when it comes to you, don't be like, don't boast
whatever.
and brag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold your head high. I ain't saying that.
Celebrate.
But make sure you're grateful for it. You know what I'm saying?
Celebrate
Because there's
yourself.
more to come.
You hear me?
There's more to
Celebrate
come.
yourself.
They say gratitude is the attitude that elevates your altitude.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
go ahead and close that bit, bro.
Okay.
Awesome show. Awesome show as well.
Good show.
I love those bees.
Yeah, we did good today. You know, we're gonna shoot another one out, but I like that. We're gonna get ready for take the next step. You know what I'm saying?
Sir,
We're gonna
yes,
do that.
sir.
But listen, everybody, lock into the podcast, subscribe. But I got one thing I want to say right here. You know,
Rageous. Oh, that's a good word.
I found these little words. It said, "To live is to suffer, but to survive is to find the meaning in all of the suffering."
Lopez, we might have to change his name to Big Bro Los, the philosopher.
Philosopher.
One
you
more
hear
time,
me?
one more time. To live is to suffer. That mean, y'all, we gonna go through some
The old encyclopedia over here.
we gonna go through some stuff. We gonna
Yes, sir.
suffer. You know, everybody
Yeah.
do it. We do it. It happens every day. But to survive is to find some meaning in all the suffering. I'm not just gonna let it bring me down. I'm gonna
Okay.
get something out of it. I'm gonna learn from it,
And build on it.
and I'm gonna build on it.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna build on it.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And that's our show for the day.
That's the show for the
We
day.
appreciate y'all.
Y'all have a
Appreciate y'all
blessed
for
one.
walking.
You hear me?
Share, like, comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one. We out.
FAL. FAL.